Hi guys, it's Robin. I'm really sorry that I didn't post again like I said I would. I just got really busy and I didn't get a chance. But I will be doing more weekly, I promise. But I think I said last time that I might be doing about mental health this time. I want you guys to know me from the beginning and know what I'm about and know my story. So if anything comes up, you know why or the reason, and explain to you guys my journey. And I also really wanted to make this video because I really want to help if anyone's going through the same thing. Because when I've been in this place, you look and you search for people, and there's been people out there that I've seen and I've been like, oh, there are other people that go through it. Yeah, it started when I was young and I was always quite anxious about things, always quite on edge. And through school I was always off quite a lot, and I was known as the girl that weren't really there because obviously at the time Mum and Dad didn't really understand, which a lot of people don't really understand mental health. The person who's going through it doesn't understand, like, mostly, so how is someone on the outside going to understand it? I always used to fake being ill like kids do anyway, but I literally never wanted to go to school. Birthday was in February, this was 2014, and on my 18th birthday it all kind of started from there. I was having a party because I thought, oh, that's what everyone's meant to do. That's what 18-year-olds, they're meant to get drunk, they're meant to drink, they're meant to have these parties. That's the expectation, that's the stereotype around 18-year-olds. That morning before the party I had like a breakdown, literally a mental breakdown. I was getting so anxious about all these people coming, all my friends, all my family. I was literally getting so nervous, and I just couldn't, I couldn't really see. My eyes were going blurry, I was feeling dizzy, and I was sitting downstairs at this point, and that was the first time I had a full-blown panic attack. And if anyone's ever experienced a panic attack, it is literally one of the most scariest things in the world, honestly. You feel like you can't breathe, you feel like you're gonna die in that moment. That's how you feel. You feel, honestly, everything, all your like body, is your brain, it's just gone mush, just gone to mush, and you can't feel like you can't survive in that moment. A couple of weeks later, or a week later, I got booked in the doctors, and I was sitting down and I was saying to this doctor, like, you know when you always look at your mum like, mum, talk first. I always do that still now, because I never know, how does someone who has anxiety and all these different things start a conversation? Like, no one, you just don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go out, I don't want to live, I don't want to do this. It's hard. And at the time I was quite lucky because she was the head doctor at the surgery. Like, oh, okay, so we'll put you on a waiting list, it could be 6 months, and that was it. I broke down. I just couldn't take it, like being told again that I was on a waiting list. I had a broken leg, yeah, they have to wait in the surgery, but they get done that day. It's completely different, yeah, but when you're in that position, you're just like, I cannot be told again that I'm on a waiting list. I can't. I made an emergency call, and they decided that I needed the crisis team out. And if you don't know what the crisis team is, it's a company, and they're like 2 people that come out to your house every day. It's basically the step before you go into hospital. I had the crisis team out for nearly 3 weeks every day at my house because I was really suicidal. I was hurting myself, not wanting to be here, like, every day. First it was quite nice because you're like, oh, I get to speak to someone every day. Like, obviously you've got your family, but it's really hard to talk to people that you love, saying that you're feeling suicidal, you're doing this, because then they feel like it's their fault. But it's nothing to do with anyone else. It's people. They'd ask how I was doing that day, if I'd had any suicidal attempts or anything like that, and I'd say if I had, some days I had, some days I hadn't. I just thought about it quite a lot. I just thought about it, to be fair. There's some lovely people there who really comforted and felt like they really cared. So I had that for 3 weeks. I'm basically having therapy now every month with a guy called Gavin at Canada House. Now, going from having crisis team out every day, just once a month, was a complete switch, complete turnaround. It was like, whoa, okay. And I've been having therapy since then. And I've been going for doctor's appointments, been put on medication. I take like 4 tablets in the morning, 3 at night. It is so hard for people who go through this. I went to a doctor's appointment last week or a couple of weeks back, and I'd been told a couple of times that I might have a personality disorder. And I'd searched it and I didn't really know what it meant, but then the other week I had a really lovely man called Eddie, and he said to me, like, do you even know what that is? And I was like, not really, like, no one's really, he was like, has anyone really explained it? And I said no. And basically I learned that a personality disorder means the person has got all their emotions high, to the highest point. Anger, sadness, fear, everything there, and anything can flick any of them like a switch, go up to have like a breakdown. Like, I get so angry over the littlest things, or I get so upset, and it's so hard because people don't understand when you've got, I'll tell you now, I've got anxiety, I've got depression, I've got OCD, and I've got personality disorder. It's quite a lot, and like, it is so hard to live with this. And when you feel like you're in your own bubble and no one can understand what's going on, and it's like you're getting angry, you're screaming, like you're shouting or you're upset, but you're doing that because you don't know how to explain to someone how bad it is inside your head. You don't know how to explain it. Like, you're trying to, but you can't. And every day is a battle for people with this. For me, it's a battle between a voice constantly saying you're not good enough. You've seen other girls, they're skinny, they're driving, they're college, they're at university, they've got jobs, all this. Like, I don't drive, I haven't got a job because I can't work. Every time I go there I get frightened of social situations, I can't deal with people. I haven't been out of the house on my own in 2 years, I have to have someone there. I had this counting thing, which is the OCD thing. If I count to a certain number, I'd think someone would die at that number, so I'd have to count to 100. So when I worked in shops, it was impossible. Constantly you have these thoughts of, well, that girl's skinny, she can go to the gym, she's got a job, she can drive, and constantly you've got that voice slamming you every day that you're not worth it, you're not good enough, you're not this, you're not that, there's people out there who are better than you, they can do this, why the hell can't you? And you get that every day, and I'm sure people out there who are suffering, and you do not understand until you're in that person, you're in that body, how actual draining it is to fight. It's like constantly having a person just hitting you and you not knowing, you can't stop them from hitting you every day. Like, living with this negative, I have negative thoughts about everything, and it is so damn hard when, I don't know about you guys, but constantly comparing yourself to everyone else. Like, I think sometimes, oh, my parents are proud of me because I'm not doing a job, I'm not doing all the things that are expected of a 19-year-old. That's the thing in society, they have stereotypes, but 17, that's it, you can drive. So most people, they get driving lessons for their birthday, that's it. And there's things expected of you when you're that age, and it's like, no, I've learned not everyone can be that way. Not everyone at the age of 17 can drive, and that's it, they drive. Then they get a job, or someone goes to college and university, and it's like them steps. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone has has that same path in life of doing what society expects of you. So what? So what that you don't drive at the age of 19? It shouldn't be a big deal. You get people who learn how to drive when they're like 20 something, 30 something, 40 something, and you cannot base yourself on society's opinions of that age and what you're meant to be like. But comparing yourself to other people, comparing your weight, the way you look, and you hear so many people say this, but you truly are set up to fail, because you are never going to be that girl. You're there just so happy in themselves. They're just this, you know. You're not going to have that girl's eyes, you're not going to have that boy's freckles, you're not going to have that girl's hair. You're not. You can dye your hair, you can put contact lenses in, but that's not you. That's just makeup. That's just accessories. You are you. There's only one of you, and I know so many people say this, but it's truly real. There's only one of you in this world. No one can be you. No one can do the things you do. Yeah, someone might be able to dance and you can dance, but they can't dance the way you can. Someone can sing, you can sing, but they'll have a different tone. They can't sing the same way as you. You could write a story, but no one will write it the same way you do. You have your own head, your own imagination, and the sooner you learn that you are you and you cannot be anyone else but you, you will be so much happier, and you start embracing that, then that's what you've got to do. And like, it is so hard for people with mental health, because if someone has a broken leg, someone wouldn't expect them to get up and go for a walk because they have a broken leg. You can see it, you can see the cast, you can see the bruising, visually see it. But if someone's in their head depressed or just can't move, you get people say to you, come on, get up, get up. And they expect you to, because they can't see it. No one can see inside your head. And mental illness is so looked down upon, of not being a real illness, because you can't see it. No one can see the evidence of what it's doing in your head. But I don't know about you, but my head, it scares me. It scares me. And I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be scared of your own head. You don't want to think in your head. You don't want to go to your head. You're just scared. But no one can see that. No one can see what it's doing, like the negative thoughts, the negative voice, the manipulations, the thoughts about hurting someone or putting yourself down. Like, everyone has insecurities, everyone puts themselves down, everyone's nervous, they get nervous, but when you have a mental illness like me, it's like 10 times worse. And living with it every day is really hard, and when outside people can't understand, when you're trying so hard to explain to them, but you can't, and in your bed thinking, oh, I can't do it, I can't. And it's so hard for someone for you as a person to try and get through life like that. But I'm lucky now, because my parents understand. They understand completely what I'm going through. Like, at first it was hard, they didn't get it, because not many people, if you don't go through it, you don't really know, because it's not something it's got better now, but it's not something that's always talked about. You know, some people out there don't have that. Some people don't have the support, and they have to do it all on their own, which is horrible. Lucky now to have them and a boyfriend that understands, accepts me for who I am. But I just wanted to make this video to help people who might be going through the same thing, and to tell them that they're blooming amazing people, because no one realises how hard it is to go through what you go through. and you are doing blooming well. If you're just getting up every day, if you're just, even just getting out of bed is a big achievement. Might sound silly to other people, but to us, to that person, it's not. To think everything that you are doing, every day you're getting up, every day you're going on, is an achievement. Even if you stay in bed all day, you're still here, you're still being strong, you're still not letting that force you to end your life or to do something. You are here. And I just want to say to people out there that you're not alone. You're not alone. And I know how it can feel, how alone it can feel. But you're not alone. There are people out there who are just like you. You've got to believe in yourself. Think, no, do you know what? This depression is not going to control my life. I want to say that if anyone's watching this and go through the same thing, that I think you're amazing. Even if I haven't met you, I think you are. And to keep going. Because I know how hard it is when you look at other people to think, why can't I be like that? Why can't I just go out and be fine with it? Not have to worry that someone's looking at me, or that I don't look this way, or can't I just be happy? Can't I just be like that person? And it is so heartbreaking when you do that. But you are getting through it. You are doing it. You are living every day with this thing inside your head. You're fighting it. You're being you. I know that's hard because I don't like myself. I don't. I'm learning to. But when you're like, why would I want to be me? But at the end of the day, you don't have an option. You don't. You've got to be you. And you can spend your whole life fighting it, trying to be someone you're not. But when you look back, you'll think, I should have just been me. Yeah, I might be a clumsy person, have 2 left feet, or couldn't get out of the house for a while, or I had these thoughts, but I should have just been me, because it's not worked out trying to be someone else, because you can't. I heard this quote the other day that I thought was really good, and it said, this woman was in, like, she was teaching a class and she held up this glass of water, and obviously the people thought she was going to ask a question, is it half full or half empty? But she said, how heavy do you think this glass is? And these students guessed all these different ounces of what they thought it was. And then the lady said, it's not about how heavy it is, it's about how long I hold the glass. If I hold it for 5 minutes, my hand will be a little bit tingly, but it'll be alright. Then if I hold it for a few hours, my arm will start to go numb. And then if I hold it for a day, my arm will feel like it's paralysed and I can't move it, and all feeling would have been lost. And then she goes, because when you're holding on to something for long, it does more damage. But what you need to do is put the glass down and let it go. Not hold on to it. So don't hold on to society's expectations of you. Don't hold on to people telling you that you are this, you are that, or your mind telling you. You fight for you. You say no. No. You're not going to get the better of me. I'm going to prove to myself that I can do this and I can be me and I can fight this illness and I'm going to come out on top. So it's easy, because I'm still going through it. It's not easy. I'm sorry that I'm getting upset. It's not easy, and I'm just passionate, that's all. But even if it takes years. You can do it, trust me, you can, and you will. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but you just got to hang in there. Think of the people who are around you. Whenever I get to that point where I think about ending my life, I think about my little brother, and I think, oh, he needs his big sister. He needs me. I want to show him that you can be strong, that you can get through this. And I'm going to do that for him. I'm not going to give up, because I'm not. He's my little brother, and hopefully he looks up to me, and I'm not going to let him down. And I know some people don't have the family to do that, but you think about you. I'm not going to let myself down. Everyone gets this life and they get one shot, because one day you will get through it. You will. I promise. And yous have all just got to believe. That's what I'm trying to do. And this is why I made this YouTube video, because I wanted to connect with people. I wanted to help at this video and think, do you know what, I can do this, or they took something from it, little or as big as it is. I'll feel like I've done myself proud, and that I've helped someone in this world. I do more talks about situations like this, and if anyone wants to message me or talk to me, I'm always there for anyone who needs to talk, give advice, or just to listen. But I really hope you guys have took something from this in the most fun video. But I really wanted to do this, and I really hope you guys appreciate why I've done this. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing this to say, oh, look how hard it is. I want sympathy. I'm doing it because I want to help some people. I want to help someone. I want to talk about it. I want people to talk about it to me. I want them to know that they're not alone. I've got Demi Lovato's book here, and every day there's a quote, and I'm going to go on our date, which is the 12th of July, and I'm going to read the quote that says from Demi's book. And it says, "The only thing that comes to a sleeping man is dreams," and that's by Tupac. And then it says, "You have to work hard for what you want, or your dreams will never actually happen. You can just sit back and wait for something to happen. God helps those who help themselves, and those who help themselves will succeed." And then a goal for today. Each and every one of us has a purpose. Make sure you are living your dreams. My dreams to be an actress, and I'm stopped believing that that's not possible. People say it's just a dream, but you get people out there who have had that said to them, but they've been them people to go for it, and they've got it, they've got their dreams, and you think, why can't I be the person to do that as well? But thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you soon in the next video. But just be you. Thanks guys. I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye guys.